me. Today, I am gonna go back to doing one of these like fun but kind of random collections of different little art project videos. That's a title. We're gonna use that one. Basically, I just noticed that I have a few different little decoration projects on my mental to-do list. I did a couple videos very similar to this a long time ago. That's the wrong side. This blob box that is, you know, super non-functional now. I don't know. Oh, look at that. Phone case. Ooh, super old glitter phone case that's yellowed over time. It used to be white. I can actually let go of that. But yeah, I decorated that box way back in the day, and I think I actually did use it at the time, but then it made its way to my shelf as it became too special for function. The other thing that I decorated was that paintbrush holder.
I still use that.
It doesn't really matter. This is not a recap. The point is, I've just noticed that there are a few items in my environment that are ugly. We cannot allow ugliness to exist. And I may or may not be sitting on one of them. Let's get into decoration projects. Okay, so
Hi.
first item I want to decorate, come in here, sweetie, is my butt. Not my butt. My butt ugly laptop. I've been complaining about my plain laptop for so long. Look at this butt ugly plain laptop. It's gorgeous, and we all need to stare at its plainness. It's just obnoxious at this point. The complaining and the plainness, both are obnoxious. With my last laptop, I did take the time to decorate it, so I am accustomed to a certain level of decoration here. And this is not it. You can see my reflection. Ew. Okay. So what this laptop needs is stickers. Clearly, I have this sticker. It's a little lion. Oh, isn't it cute? No, it's hideous. I'm not actually going to be using this sticker on my laptop. I just dug it out of my sticker hoard, and I thought size-wise it was good. Also, I don't actually think it's hideous. It's fine. I'm doing some very precise calculations to see how many of this size sticker could fit on my laptop, maybe, potentially. And oh look, I'm getting the old ruler out. It's getting real serious now. Next step, I'm actually gonna grab this hunk of junk because I actually need to use it. I'm using it to create decorations for itself. So on my laptop, I'm using Illustrator to create a lion sticker-sized box because I'm scientific like that. Thanks to my guidebooks, I now have a catalog of graphics for all of my characters up to 2024. It's like over 230 characters. So I'm gonna just start picking and choosing some of my favorites out of this folder, making sure they're sized correctly. I'm pretty sure this is like a weird caveman way of accomplishing this and that there's probably a better way. Voila! I've got Barbie! I'm gonna go on the hunt for more. Oh, what?
Clementine.
Really? That's the second character that I chose? Yes, Clementine. I know she's not popular, but I like her. I just have always liked her. Cupid, Eustace, Georgie, Derp. I'm going in a really weird order. And then once I filled up a page, which I didn't at all. There's plenty more room on that page. Come on. In this moment, I felt like this page was full. So I sent it to the printer, and I'm using these glossy vinyl printable sticker sheets, which by the way, highly recommend. They're super nice. And here they come out of my very slow printer. But shh, don't shame her. Okay, the last time I bullied a printer, she quit on me. So let's just not, okay? Printers are sensitive creatures.
You're doing great, sweetie. Keep up the good work.
No, don't rush at all. Back to the laptop, I counted that I have room for between 20 and 30 stickers on my laptop. Yes, we have give or take 10 because that's how accurate I am. Oh, there's Pickle. Okay, whew, we can all breathe. I was waiting for him. Have you been holding your breath that whole time? Breathe. Oh my gosh. Okay, medic. I need to stop. We got Liz up in here, Kittybug, Burp, Citrus, Derek, and oh, they just keep coming. Once I fill up the page, it's a trip to the printer again, and then back to the laptop for more. This is the last batch of characters, so make them good. Is that Diana? Yes.
Yes, it is.
Well, Diana is the supreme dragon fruit Dalmatian around here. I don't care who hears it. I'm talking to you, Speckles. And then, oh, what? Ricky? This is hilarious, okay? If you were here last week, you'll know that I reacted to the results of a giant viewer-based character poll, and who was at the absolute bottom of the list? Not Ricky. Ricky? That's right, Ricky. He had the lowest rating of 250 characters. The lowest, the worst, the most hated. Funny thing is, I actually filmed this before I knew the results of that poll. So when I said I love Ricky,
I love him.
I actually meant it. But anyway, printed that page out, and now I'm here with my sticker sheets full of some of my favorite characters. I started very roughly cutting them out just to get them all separated. Then once I got my nice little pile, time to do the detailed cutting. Now, I know not everyone who watches my videos likes to do art projects themselves. A lot of you just prefer to watch them. But if you do ever want to try an art project for yourself, I feel like this is such a fun one for anyone to do. All you need is a printer, some sticker paper, and a way to make digital art, and you can use these to decorate a laptop, water bottle, notebook. I'll be sure to link this sticker paper in the description for you. Once I got all of my characters cut out,
Look at these glossy, colorful, beautiful. Ooh.
I brought my unflattering angle alert. I'm gonna replace this case because I've had it for a while at this point, and it's got several cracks in it. So popping that off, giving my laptop a nice little bath.
You're disgusting.
And now it's time for stickers. I start trying to plan out where I want them. I know I have several families of characters in this group, so I start kind of like pairing them together. I thought about trying to order them in rainbow order, but I did not have an even number of each color, and I chose to pick more of my favorite characters instead of picking strategically colored characters. So we kind of got random here. I wanted to squeeze in as many of the characters as possible, but it did become clear that not all of them are gonna fit. I had these left over, which hurts me. Chubs! No! Oh, Chubs. It's not your size, it's the cake. The cake wouldn't fit. And freaking Ricky slipped through my fingers. If I had known about the poll results before I filmed this, he would be on my laptop right now, just to prove a point. Finally, I went in and started sticking them all down, popped on a new clear case to prevent any nasty edges from appearing, and boom, here is my freshly decorated laptop. What a relief it is. I carry this thing around with me like a third child, and honestly, it was pretty shameful for it to be looking the way that it was. I'm so happy I get to see my characters on it, and I think it looks really bright and colorful. I kind of wish that I could have included even more characters on there, but I do have a lot of my favorites, so I'm happy. I think it looks good. Moving on to the next item, it's shoes. And no, my feet are not abnormally small. I've got nice 8.5s. These are Mini-Me's shoes. Fun story, once upon a time, a viewer of mine sent in these adorable sprinkle shoes for Mini-Me. She was honestly obsessed with these shoes, but just recently she did grow out of them, and she was quite upset that her sprinkle shoes were no more. I tried to find them online, but they no longer carry these particular shoes, so I told her I would paint her a new set of sprinkle shoes. I wanted to let her choose the colors, so I let her into my paint horde. Pink. Yellow.
Maybe.
Now, she started with a surprisingly limited color scheme, but then ended up adding pretty much every color that she was missing. Yep, that's what I thought. And these are the colors we ended up with. Of course, a selection of pink and red, her favorite colors. We've got black in the mix, which is mildly unfortunate. And she did grab 2 yellows, just in case one of them ran out, is the reason she gave for that. Now, back to the shoes. I wanted her to have lots of color options to be able to choose from, which is why I let her go into my puffy paint drawer. But I'm thinking that leather paint is actually going to be the most durable on these shoes. So I'm going to take each color of puffy paint that she chose and match the leather paint to it. I'm going to need my palette for this. The red is a pretty close match, so we're good there. The pink, which is poppin' purple. What? Does this look purple to you? I'm going to have to match this one. It's kind of a magenta type of pink. There we go, close enough. Then there's the neon pink. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to throw in the yellow there and the green, which I had a little difficulty with. These leather paint bottles are the worst for getting stuck. I tried using my bottle opener thing. I was using so much pressure, it shredded the rubber. After a lot of time, pain, and Hulk strength, I did get it open though. And I mixed up a nice bright green, and so on, making sure that Mini-Me gets all of her precious colors exactly the way she chose them. Now all that's left to do is paint the sprinkles. Right away, I've already messed up. How did I do that? Okay, clean that up quickly. I decided to just keep it simple and just paint sprinkles covering the entire shoe. I feel like it would have been very cute to paint in some solid areas of color and break it up a little bit, maybe on the straps or maybe on the toes, but I did not discuss solid areas of color with her, so I just kept to what I thought she was expecting and what she would want. I really did not want to add those black sprinkles in there, but honestly, after I did, it doesn't look as weird as I thought it would. It's actually kind of cute. Once I had covered the shoe in sprinkles, I just have to do it again on the other shoe, and let's just enjoy the sprinkle song for this one, shall we?
Lovely.
Once the paint dried, I added a thin coat of fabric Mod Podge, hoping to keep these somewhat intact. I mean, they're kids' shoes. They're gonna end up destroyed. No! But maybe this will preserve them a little bit longer. This was a simple project, but I feel like they came out super cute, and I'm happy that Mini-Me can have her precious sprinkle shoes back. And I think she liked them.
I love them. Should we try them on?
Yeah, try them on.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Didn't you can make them?
I could, yeah.
Me.
So far, she's requested to wear them quite frequently, and they've actually held up pretty well. Moving on to the next item of decoration, it's my chair. Another thing I've been complaining about recently.
I really just need to get a new chair.
My squeaky chair. It's actually been driving me nuts lately, and the hardware has flown out of it on multiple occasions, so I'm pretty sure it's gearing up to kill me. I decided to replace that chair and get this baby. It's a very nice chair, but the color is, you know, it's neutral. It's great, but I feel like the stripes are just begging to be turned into a rainbow, right? You hear them begging, right? Tell me you hear that. Please paint us into a rainbow.
What was that?
I'm so glad you agree. So, okay, I'm using some custom mixed leather paint again and jumping right into the pink of the rainbow. No counting, no planning. Come on, what happened to your very specific calculating brain? I continue painting and I'm just having so much fun with this. The paint is delicious. The colors are wet and it is just gliding over this chair. I am
Loving it.
But then, right around the blue, I stop and realize I've made a mistake. I have 3 stripes left and only one more color of the rainbow. Poop. I skip right for the purple on the end, and then I go for a change of plans with the second coat. Now, usually I don't like tampering with the beautiful 6 pastel colors of the rainbow. However, of all the crimes you can commit toward the rainbow, changing the order, removing colors, adding colors is not that bad. It's a rainbow misdemeanor. As long as you're keeping all the colors in the correct order, it's more of a slap on the wrist. So I'm adding red in after the pink. The next 3 colors stay where they are, and then I'm also adding a teal in between the blue and the green. I felt a little guilty for altering the rainbow at first, but then when I saw it, I was like, this is actually so cute. I love it. As much as I enjoyed the first 2 coats of painting this chair, by the time I got to coat number 3, I was a little tired of it. It was taking a long time, but it was not even halfway done. The thing about leather paint is it's super fun to use because it glides on so smooth, but it's really thin, so it requires an obnoxious amount of coats to build up the opacity, and it's kind of exhausting. I think this chair literally took like 8 to 10 coats of paint. Finally, it was finished, and oh my! I love how this chair turned out, okay? I'm a little nervous for how it's gonna hold up over time. I don't know, like I'm scared to sit on it almost, but it looks perfect. It's just so adorable. I love the rainbow. That red stripe in between the pink and red, I mean, why is that the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen? This came out so cute, and I feel like it's so much more fun than just a plain colored chair. So I was able to complete 3 decoration projects that have been sitting around for a while now. These are all 3 functional items that are going to be used on a regular basis, but now they have a little bit more of a fun flair to them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye!